soft as rain, tracing your name again. Your coat on the chair, still holding your shape. I pour out 2 glasses and watch the room wake. You smile like a secret you kept just for me, and suddenly even the moon leans to see. Let the night slow down, let the whole room hush. Your hand on my wrist turns the air to blush. Stay right here, stay right here. My heart knows your name. Stay right here, stay right here. Don't let this fade away. Your laugh in the corner moves through the smoke. You touch my shoulder and everything glows. I know what I want now, no need to pretend. If this is the moment, then let it not end. Let the night slow down, let the whole room hush. Your hand on my wrist turns the air to blush. Stay right here, stay right here. My heart knows your name. Stay right here, stay right here. Don't let this fade away. If love is a river, let it pull me in. If time leaves us searching, I choose you again. One slow breath closer, one kiss, one sigh. Tell me forever can learn how to try. Stay right here, stay right here, stay right here. My heart knows your name. Stay right here, stay right here. Don't let this fade away. Sex in the doorway, soft as rain, tracing your name again. I keep trying to reconnect the past, like a phone with broken line. But every call just fades to static over time. The night is full of silent signals I pretend I understand, but nothing ever comes through clearly in my hand. Your absence feels like interference in everything I hear, a quiet kind of noise that grows when you're not near. I thought I'd lose the signal, let it finally go, but some connections linger, even when they slow. It's a lost signal memory, still flickering in my mind, a voice I almost reach for, but never find. And every note the saxophone carries feels like your fading tone, a melody that keeps reminding I'm alone. I walk through days that feel unfinished, like pages torn in half, where every moment used to carry a shared laugh. The world keeps talking all around me, but I hear something else, like echoes of your voice repeating by itself. Even strangers in the distance sound a little like you did, but every time I turn to look, it's just red. I thought distance would erase you like numbers from a screen, but some memories refuse to stay unseen. It's a lost signal memory, still stuck between the noise, a broken kind of silence that destroys. And every time the music rises, it pulls me back again to all the words I lost in static back then. Maybe love is just a signal that never finds its end. It bends through all the silence it can't mend. Maybe I was never ready to hear it fade to black, so I keep searching for a frequency that won't come back. Now I don't try to fix the static, I let it stay, because even broken signals have something to say. The noise becomes a kind of language only I can feel, a memory that somehow still feels real. And somewhere in the broken silence, you still exist in me, a lost signal I keep chasing endlessly. It's a lost signal memory, still calling out your name, a fading kind of echo without frame. And if the world forgets the reason I still hold on to you, this lost signal will keep whispering pretending it was simple, like love could stay the same. Some stories don't need endings or someone to blame. The night just sits beside me quietly. No anger, no sound, just pieces of what used to be all around. I thought I'd feel much stronger now, like time would make it clear. But even healing has its cost when you're not here. I told myself I moved on, that I had let it go. But silence has a memory it won't show. This is a quiet ending now, no drama in the fall, just love that slowly learned to lose it all. And every note the saxophone carries feels like it understands a heart that didn't break loud, just in hands. I walk through days that feel the same, but nothing feels the same. Like everything still knows your shape without your name. The world keeps speaking in its rhythm, like nothing ever stops. But I still feel your absence in every drop. Even laughter sounds unfamiliar when it passes through, like echoes of a version that once knew you. I thought goodbye would be a moment, clear and defined, but some goodbyes just happen in the mind. This is a quiet ending now, no closure in the air, just memories that settle every time the music rises. It pulls me back to then, to all the love that didn't finish back when. Maybe love was never promised to stay complete. Some hearts just drift apart without defeat. Because slow endings hurt the most, you know. Because even broken stories find their way. The night becomes a kind of witness to what I feel inside. A love that never left loudly, just died. And somewhere in the stillness you still remain, a gentle kind of memory without pain. This is a quiet ending now, no final words to say, just something that slowly fades away. And if the world forgets the reason, I still feel you through. This quiet ending in my heart is you. static silence between the night and day, like signals drifting out of reach that slowly fade away. The world around me keeps on moving, but I'm still tuned to you, like broken radio emotions coming through. I try to focus on the present, but the past keeps breaking in, like something I can't switch off from within. I told myself I'd lose the signal, let the frequency die, but some connections never fully say goodbye. It's a fading frequency, love, still humming in my chest, a signal that won't settle down or let me rest. And every note the saxophone carries feels like your distant tone, a melody that keeps on calling me home. I walk through streets of moving strangers, but none of them align with all the versions of your voice inside my mind. The city noise becomes a pattern that almost sounds like you, but every time I reach for it, it cuts right through. Your memory keeps interrupting, and every thought I try to keep, like something buried in my mind, too deep. I thought distance would erase you, like fading is clean sound, but some frequencies just echo all around. It's a fading frequency, love, still looping in my head, a song that never finishes even when it's dead. And every time the music rises, it drags me back again to all the love I couldn't hold back then. Maybe love is just a signal that never really stops. It keeps on traveling endlessly through all the drops. And maybe I was never ready to lose the tone we made, so I keep it on repeat in the shade. Now I don't fight the interference, I let it play, because even broken signals find their way. The noise becomes a kind of comfort I can recognize, a fading love still speaking through the skies. And somewhere in the endless static you still feel near, a frequency of memory still clear. It's a fading frequency, love, that never leaves my side, a broken kind of signal I can't hide. And if the world forgets the meaning of everything we knew, this quiet frequency will always call to you. keep your memory without touch now, like something made of glass, too fragile to be carried forward or held too fast. It lingers in the corner softly, where light won't fully stay, a presence I can almost feel, then slips away. The world keeps moving like it should, without a second glance, but I'm still caught inside the echo of what we had. I told myself I'd fade it out, that time would clear my mind, but some memories don't loosen with time. It's a memory without touch now, still breathing in my chest, a quiet kind of longing that won't rest. And every note the saxophone carries feels like it knows your face, a sound that holds what's missing in its place. Walk through days of passing moments that never feel complete, like every step is missing something beneath my feet. Even laughter in the distance feels slightly out of tune, like it forgot the way you made a room feel full. The city speaks in endless motion, but I don't hear it right, like everything is half a shade of night. I thought distance would erase you like writing in the sand, but memory doesn't follow command. It's a memory without touch now, still drifting through my days, a soft and aching silence that stays. And every time the music rises, it pulls me back again to all the love I never finished back then. Maybe love is just a feeling that never leaves the skin, it stays beneath the surface within. Maybe I was never ready to let it turn to dust, so I keep it in this memory I trust. Because even fading echoes belong to me. The night becomes a quiet mirror of what I've known, a love that never left me but grew alone. And somewhere in the distance you still exist, a memory without touch I can't resist. It's a memory without touch now that never fades away, a gentle kind of presence that stays. And if the world forgets the reason I still hold on to you, this memory without touch is true. I never sent you on a glowing empty screen, like fragments of a conversation that might have been. The night feels heavier than usual without your voice around. Even silence has a language I've just found. I wait for something that won't happen, still checking every sign, like hope becomes a habit over time. I told myself I'd stop this, that I'd finally move on, but waiting is a feeling that lingers on. There's no reply tonight, just echoes in the air, a quiet kind of emptiness that says you're not there. And every note the saxophone carries feels like it understands a love that slips away from empty hands. I scroll through old conversations, like searching for a spark, but every line just fades away, back into dark. The world outside keeps talking loud, like nothing's out of place, but I'm still stuck inside the pause of your space. Your name still shows up in my thoughts, without permission or sound, like something that I cannot turn around. I thought I learned to let it go, like letting go is clean, but some endings don't erase what they mean. There's no reply tonight, just silence on repeat, a lonely kind of rhythm without a beat. And every time the music rises, it pulls me back again to all the things I should have said back when. Maybe love is just unanswered messages in time, words that never find their place but still rhyme. And maybe I was never ready to accept the end, so I keep talking to the silence again. But I still feel the call of something that was everything before the fall. The night keeps holding conversations I never really hear, like traces of a presence still near. And somewhere in the static quiet, you still exist in me, a reply that never came, but still I see. There's no reply tonight, just fading into blue, a quiet kind of heartbreak I go through. And if the world forgets the reason, I still hold on tight to all the words I never got. Good night. Mm-hmm. You didn't leave with heavy words, no breaking scene, no sound, just quiet steps that walked away like nothing tied you down. And I stood there pretending calm, like it was all okay. But something in the air that night just slipped away. The lights were still, the world kept moving, like nothing felt the same. But I could hear inside my chest you calling in a fading name. I told myself it's nothing, just another passing phase. But silence has a way of staying for days. You faded out without goodbye, like smoke into the air, leaving only empty spaces where you were there. And every note the saxophone cries feels like it understands a love that slipped right through my hands without demands. I walk through places we once knew, but they don't speak your name. They look the same, they feel the same, but not the same. I try to act like I'm okay now, like nothing cuts too deep. But some memories don't let you go, they don't sleep. The world keeps moving in its rhythm, it never looks behind. But I'm still standing in the moment left behind. I thought that I could let it fade, like fate in its control. But some goodbyes don't happen loud, they steal the soul. You faded out without goodbye, and left no trace behind, just echoes of a feeling I can't unwind. And every time the music rises, it pulls me back to you, to everything I never said but wanted to. Maybe love doesn't end with closure, it just disappears, leaving fragments of forever inside the years. And maybe I was never ready to watch it turn to dust, because some hearts don't break in anger, they just rust. Because some stories don't conclude, they leave me. The night still carries what you left in quiet, unseen ways, like something that refuses to erase. And somewhere in the distant static, I still feel you near. A love that never said goodbye, but disappeared. You faded out without goodbye, and I'm still standing here, holding on to nothing, but missing you clear. And if the world forgets our story, I'll still recall the sound of love that left so quietly, without a bound. evening melts into the skyline in shades of silver blue, and every light across the avenue reminds me of you. People pass like quiet stories I'll never really know, while I keep tracing memories too soft to let go. There's a calmness in the darkness, but my mind still moves, searching through the fading echoes of me and you. I thought the city noise would drown out everything I feel, but lonely hearts can hear what silence won't conceal. In the blue hour tonight, my heart still drifts your way, like a shadow moving softly at the end of day. And every distant light I see feels warmer than before, like your memory is waiting beyond another door. The air feels cool along the sidewalk as midnight settles in, and every step becomes another place you've been. I hear laughter from the rooftops floating through the air, but even joy sounds far away when you're not there. The moon hangs low above the river, quiet and alone, like it understands the feeling of holding on. I told myself these restless thoughts would fade into the night, but some feelings only grow stronger without light. In the blue hour tonight, your memory still glows, like reflections on the water only midnight knows. And every passing second here feels slower than it should, like I'm still standing where we last stood. Maybe love was always fragile, like evening turning dark, beautiful for just a moment before it leaves a mark. And maybe I was never ready to watch the feeling end, so I keep your fading shadow close again. As morning nears the sky, but part of me still lingers in goodbye. I breathe the quiet air around me and let the silence move, because every road I wander leads to you. And somewhere in the fading blue light, beyond the hearts keep holding on. In the blue hour tonight, I let the memories stay, like soft reflections in the dark that never fade away. And if tomorrow changes everything, like people say can do, this blue hour heart I'm still awake, watching reflections on the ceiling slowly break. Your memory moves through the darkness like smoke without a flame. Every night I try to lose it, feels the same. I thought the distance would grow easier with every passing day, but some feelings learn to linger and stay. I keep telling myself that I should let you go, but certain kinds of love move slow, and the shadows stay late tonight, long after midnight fades, carrying pieces of your voice through empty space. Every silence in this room still sounds a little like you, a quiet kind of heartbreak I can't undo. I hear old conversations inside my restless mind, like unfinished photographs frozen in time. The streets outside keep moving without a second glance, but I'm still standing in the moment of our last chance. Even the air feels different now, like it remembers too. Everything I tried forgetting leads to you. I thought I'd finally reach the point where missing you would end, but memories know how to return again. And the shadows stay late tonight, refusing to disappear, holding on to every part I still hear. Every quiet corner here still feels touched by you, a lonely kind of feeling breaking through. Maybe love was never meant to leave without a trace. Maybe some hearts keep echoes in every space. And maybe I was never ready to close the door completely, so I keep your fading shadow with me. Settle without trying to fight, because some memories look softer at night. The darkness becomes a mirror for everything I hide, a love that never truly left inside. And somewhere past the morning, you still remain, a fragile kind of shadow in my veins. And the shadows stay late tonight, even when the sky turns blue, like every fading piece of me still belongs to you. And if tomorrow finally takes these memories away, I know your shadow in my heart will stay. wrote your name but didn't send it. Let the words just stay inside, like ink that knows it has a meaning but chooses not to fly. The night feels heavier than usual without your voice around. Even silence has a memory that makes a sound. I act like I've been moving forward, like nothing stays too long, but every step I take in quiet feels wrong. I told myself it's over, that time would take its place, but time just keeps reminding me of your face. It's an unsent midnight letter, no address, no reply, just feelings that I never learned how to say goodbye. And every note the saxophone carries feels like it knows my truth, a language made of broken pieces of me and you. I pass the places we once stood in, like shadows in the past. Everything looks the same on surface, but nothing lasts. I smile when strangers start to talk to me, like I'm still whole inside, but they don't see how easily I break and hide. The world keeps turning like it always did, without a pause for pain, but I'm still caught in memories I can't explain. I thought distance would erase you, like ink fades in rain, but some stories don't get washed away, they stay in the brain. It's an unsent midnight letter, still burning in my hand, full of words I never spoke, you'd never understand. And every time the music rises, it pulls me back to then, to everything I should have said back when. Maybe love is just unfinished words we never send, a story that keeps going without an end. And maybe I was never ready to watch it fall apart, so I keep it in this letter inside my heart. Throw it all away now, but I can't let it go, because even pain feels honest when it still knows. The night keeps stretching out in silence, no comfort, no reply, just echoes of a conversation I let die. Still somewhere in the static feeling, I think you're near tonight, inside this unsent letter, without a light. It's an unsent midnight letter that never found your door, just love I couldn't carry anymore. And if you ever feel the silence between your heart and mine, no, I still write you in my mind all the time. room still carries traces of a voice that isn't there, like shadows on the ceiling that I still swear. I sit where conversations used to fill the air, but now it's only silence everywhere. The light feels slightly colder than it used to feel before, like something warm and living lives here no more. I tell myself I'm used to it, that time has done its part, but echoes don't dissolve so easily inside the heart. These are empty room echoes calling your name again, soft reminders of a moment that won't end. And every note the saxophone carries feels like it knows my pain, a melody of something that won't remain. I move around in quiet circles, trying not to feel, but even stillness has a way of making things real. The smallest sound becomes a memory I cannot ignore, like footsteps that don't happen anymore. The world outside keeps rushing forward without a backward glance, but I'm still caught inside the space of what we had. I thought I'd learn to live with this, like living is a skill, but some absences don't leave you, they stay still. These are empty room echoes that never fade away, just fragments of a yesterday that won't decay. And every time the music rises, it pulls me back to then, to all the love that lingers still within. Maybe love is just a presence that doesn't leave at all. It stays inside the silence after the fall. And maybe I was never ready to hear that final sound, when everything I held so close broke down. Now I don't try to fix the silence, I let it stay, 'cause even pain becomes familiar in its own way. The room still feels like waiting for someone to return, but all I have are lessons I never learned. Still somewhere in the fading quiet, I think you're near tonight, inside these empty echoes without light. These are empty room echoes that never let me go, soft reminders of a love I used to know. And if the world forgets this feeling, I'll still recall the sound of all the things you never said, but left around.